We shouts out to the internet. Black Rasslin Podcast is back. You're gonna have to bear with us this week. Anybody who is tuned in normally, there's gonna be a different shout. My brothers is gone. Salute the Mav, salute the fam. They
on vacation.
Somebody said they may tap in, but I don't know if I believe that's gonna happen. But I know Drip may not make it. He's having issues of his own, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. We got Mimi. We got Mr. Perry.
Yes, we do.
Here. We may have we should have a special guest later on. Damn, people popping up in the chat.
Ken Lewis is always on time. Hey, Robert.
Ken Lewis. Stay on time. But the thing is, like Ken Lewis and Jermaine, they be on the timeline. Yeah. They're on the timeline like Mr. Perry. Mr. Perry's on the timeline all the time now. I guess school's out, so he got time to cook.
Many things are gonna change in a matter of days.
I was thinking about that. I imagine you're already getting your lesson plans and getting the stuff for the year in order.
Yeah, we go back Monday. So
Monday?
What?
Yeah, kids don't come until the 22nd. But we gotta go back for 2 weeks.
That's early.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sad. So sad.
I feel bad for them. I'm like, the 22nd. Usually school starts like literally after Labor Day.
It depends.
Wow.
Vince said I kicked out the riffraff this week. Nah, trust me.
He did, Vin. He did. He said, take a vacation. Take a PTO.
Actually, you know what we have to do, Mimi? Fuck.
What?
This is going to be... hold up. I got to...
We're going to do it now?
I mean, we might as well, right?
Yeah.
Or do we let them wait? Do we let them wait, or do we do it now?
Let them wait for just a little bit. Little bit.
Before we get into anything that is pertinent, what was? Let's and I'll open this up to the chat as well. Mimi, what was your favorite thing that you saw this week? Wrestling, non-wrestling, whatever.
The debut.
Of
Bailey. The debut returns of Bailey, Io, and Dakota.
I wish they had prepped us with
Mange, what's good?
I mean, I guess you can't prep us, but like Io got a whole different name, and it sounded weird to keep being like,
Sky.
Io Sky. Like, who the hell is Io Sky? I know Io Shirai, but I will say, now mind you, I will say this, because SummerSlam was damn near like a whole last week ago. We'll probably flow in and out of that conversation. After that, you a lot, Ken Lewis. After after that amazing match with Bianca and Becky, to then have that, because I've been waiting for Bailey. I've been waiting for Bailey for long. And then, I'm a recent Dakota Kai, you know. I don't want to say convert, but I have been checking out what she's been doing. And Io's just ill. Io's been ill. So is it? Do they have a name?
No.
Control is what we're calling them.
Control.
Yeah.
Is that what they said? We're taking something Control, and then
Bailey had tweeted something, and she linked it to Janet's song Control.
Did she really?
Hold
up. I don't know if that's official, but that's what she tweeted.
Oh, she put the whole lyrics out.
Yeah.
Wait, where that popped
Control.
up?
And then somebody tweeted. Didn't somebody tweet your narrative? Who's that?
Your narrative? What you mean?
You put Control, and then I think it was either.
Oh, I see what
chat. Help me out. I think they were like your narrative.
I see what you're saying. Chris Breezy said he don't see it for Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai, I think she's got she's very much a character. Like she feels like somebody who understands at the very least her look, let alone her wrestling ability. But I don't know who I don't know what her work is in the ring in terms of on the main roster. This is what Bailey tweeted the other day. For you young folks out there, this is what Janet Jackson was talking about in her, what was it, 1987?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her 1987 hit single Control. I don't know, look it up. When you said Control, Mr. Perry, I was like, that was what was in my head. So I was hoping I would have said Control or something like that. But I'm glad that she tweeted the whole thing. I guess Control makes sense.
I like it.
I like that. I like that. Chat. What y'all ones in the chat if y'all like this group being called Control. Because I need to know. Nobody sees it for Dakota.
Wow. Dakota's fire.
I feel like Dakota
a great asset for the story.
Yeah. I think she's. I feel like she's a co-star, and I don't want to say that, but I feel like she's a co-star.
No, I mean it's we're in a world right now that we need co-stars. I think she is right now. The best thing for her could be sitting next to Bailey, sitting next to Io, especially if we don't see it for her as a competitor.
Right.
She's got to work. She's got to be around people. That's the whole point.
Yep.
You know, it's and especially if she's been gone for a minute. I don't know when the last time she was really actively wrestling. Who knows?
Dakota.
Dakota.
They released her.
They released her earlier this year, right?
Her last game was with, I believe, Wendy Chu. Like this makeshift tag team. And that was it. After that, like, it just fizzled.
Steve, I don't think that's alleged. They do run that. I mean, I think reruns it. I don't know. I don't know if I can sit through a whole Control Your Narrative pay-per-view. In the one review of the show that I read, it did not sound, and it was even from like
Sean said they can't even get him.
It was the venue. They said there was like a disco ball hanging. The ring was randomly pushed up against the wall, so like it's automatically one portion of the ring that you can't. I don't know. It seemed weird. It seemed really weird. Peeps loves the good. That's what I'm talking about. I think people. I assume people rock with.
I like her vibe. I like her
Dakota's
vibe.
got a cool vibe.
She came in with the split hair color. I don't know if that's actually it's tricolor. I forgot she had the brown underneath, but
it feels like it might be a lace front. It feels like a lace front.
It definitely is.
It's so perfect in the front. But it fits her perfectly.
Yeah,
that was because that could have been something Sasha was wearing at one time.
That too.
Facts. I think this is the key, though. I think Dakota is in a position to succeed, and we'll talk about this in a bit in terms of what the new regime may be.
Yeah.
Control your prom. Yo, what is up with my
comments?
Right. People are wild.
We got the best chat. If you may know.
The chat do be lit. The chat do be lit. But I think Control.
I like it. I like it.
Control.
They kind of dress the same.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like that it's not wrestling gear.
It's not. They were straight in Doc Martens, doing running knees and whatnot.
Yep.
Damn. It's all right. 36 people in here. Maybe.
Yeah, we could do it.
So this is weird because I think whatever the last pay-per-view was, I won back my coveted Black Rasslin Podcast Predictions Championship. But I'm pretty sure it was a situation where we had to do a coin flip then, right?
I'm always coming in second. Always.
It's not my fault.
How do you
Now,
win this championship?
what's up?
How do you win this championship?
All right. Perfect. Glad you asked. And the funny thing is, if I'm not mistaken, the Sasha Bianca rematch was supposed to be at SummerSlam last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that marks a year since the first time I was in the same area with my brothers Math and Fam, and that's when we started trading this title. Usually during WWE pay-per-views, we've been doing it for a while. We've been doing predictions.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, it was just to talk about the show that was happening that coming weekend. But when Drip got added to the podcast, Drip was like, he was very active. Like, we didn't even keep score on who was the predictions winner like that. Drip was the one who was like, nah, we're tracking this and we're going to have a champion. And somehow I became the 4-time champion in the last year. I mean, the people in the chat who dislike it, you hear the groans audibly. Matt, if Matt was here, it's not my fault. Peace to Zell. Zell said run them likes up, please.
Yes. CB said them too.
I'm here
CB
for
said
it.
the math ain't math, and CB said the math ain't math.
The math is not math, but we gonna work it out. We gonna work it out. Is there a BRP Money in the Bank? No, but I am the Money in the Bank champion. But
I can't stand him.
But because Mimi and myself, we damn, they really, I guess they get into that portion of the conversation.
Oh my god!
Because myself and Mimi, we're tied in the predictions. We have to flip
again.
A coin. I think last time I chose the coin. I chose. Do you want to call it?
You call it, and do you have a coin? You have a coin, special coin, or are we gonna let Vic coin?
This is the thing. I didn't know I flip a coin. I usually go
right rock.
You can go to you can go to a website and just like, tap the button and flip a coin. So
okay.
You said you want me to call it?
Yes. Champ.
Yeah, you're
champ. We'll get into this. I don't know what's going on there. We'll get into that in a bit. Is there a dark mode for this?
Yes, man. He is Cal Rollins of the heist of the century.
Oh wait, did they say? Yeah, nah. That's facts. That's facts.
Wait, I gotta take that.
No, I'm sorry.
Wait. I gotta take that. So you gotta get the belt. Get the belt.
That's it. He said, "Show it to him. Show it to him." No. All right, we got to flip this coin though, because I mean, I could possibly be losing the title right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
All right, so hold on. We're gonna refresh this site. This is flipsamu.com, just so we're all clear. Now okay. I'm gonna call it and then I'm gonna flip it. Okay.
Okay.
Tails never fails, right? Flip it. Damn it!
It's my time. It's my time.
The reign of memes begins.
I worked so hard for this.
Cut your promo.
My time.
Yeah, I guess you gotta cut a promo. Fuck. Jesus, Mimi, you gonna?
Thank you so much to all of my fans, the chat. You have been behind me through and through. Y'all know I deserve this. I have been up and down this journey, being second for how long? 6 months.
Woo! The crowd goes wild.
It's my time. That's right, peeps. Finally. Mimi is the predictions champion.
This is whack.
Box it up. Wrap it up.
Now, just so you know, there's a couple of traditions that happen with the title. You're gonna have to.
Now they're what?
You're gonna have to sign the title. There will be a pen in there to sign it. and you're gonna have to take care of the box because it's been the same box. I could grab the box before we get out of here.
Oh, I have a perfect box for it right now.
No, keep that box.
It has to be.
It's the same box. We've been sending the same box, so don't worry about that. Hey, it's actually like the perfect size box. I wrapped it in a white cloth. I may it's like right back there. But wait, let me get
chat gonna acknowledge me. Chat, acknowledge me. Put them ones up. I
can't believe I love the title though.
You gonna acknowledge me, Cal?
No, you the champion.
Put the ones up.
He was like, look.
When's the next PLE? It's Clash at the Castle, right? In September. Yeah, so we're gonna be going to Cardiff. That's where I got to get my title back because
it's gonna be a triple threat. I'm gonna be in that match, right?
Oh.
Okay. I gotta have a championship for my kids.
Wow. Okay. I'm interested. I'm just sad because that means this is the end of the short reign of. I got to take that clip out of the
That's
damn
right.
shit. That's terrible.
I'll send you a clip for me.
No. That's fine. Actually, that's terrible. I need to put this title somewhere. I don't even want to see it.
Now it has to disappear.
Stay over there. Wait, the one of the main reasons before we get into anything else, GoFundMe. Because I will say we are still definitely trying to get the wrestling club to WrestleMania. Currently, $8,685 of the goal has been raised. Shouts out to any and everybody who's contributed. I'm seeing some names from the chat. I'm seeing some big money names from the chat.
Should we play for them?
Yeah. 1 second. I want to get this link into the chat.
Mm-hmm. And yes, Chris Brown, when you in New York, hit me up.
Tap that GoFundMe. Get my English correct.
Oh, I gotta go change my Twitter profile.
Well, we worry about that after the show. Right. Like, what are we talking about right now?
You gotta make an announcement now.
Yeah, I bet you gotta make a whole TikTok and everything.
Yeah.
But I hit Mr. Perry up because I saw people being active during SummerSlam, and I was active during SummerSlam. So I said we hadn't had a chance to speak since Black Pod Connect about what the wrestling club's been doing, and I saw that you all got to go to Madison Square Garden to attend Raw. My favorite photo from all of the photos was this moment right here. But we'll get into that in a sec. There was a Mimi made something that we were checking out earlier, and we only played like maybe half a minute of it. I want to check out this clip, this collection. Just if you're not up on the wrestling club, here's an introduction to these amazing kids.
You think you could beat me, the heavyweight champion? Bro, you're always talking about acknowledging, but there's nothing to acknowledge. So this isn't for you, it's for Redman Dash. I saw that promo yesterday that got so much views, but guess what? I am the view. There's nothing you could do to me. You will never take this belt from me. Anytime you want to fight, I'm down. Anytime, any place, any day. Excuse me. When I walk in, you hear me. Night Raw. We all appreciate it, and we can't wait to enjoy the show.
Mimi.
Mimi, that was incredible.
Shouts out to you for that news piece that you put together for today. Shouts out to the wrestling club. They have been one of the brighter spots of this summer. Just seeing them take what that interest in, and they're cutting promo. It looked like they on vacation. They made sure that they got their phone out and they cut their promos and whatnot. The chat has been liver this summer than it's been during the school year.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Because we're not together. So like they won't see me the next day. So yeah, it's been quite live. They are better than some of the current wrestlers.
Said, guess what? I am the View. That's cold. That line was cold.
Yeah,
I know. Shouts out to all the other kids, but that was they talk better than Ron. That's hilarious. No, but shouts out to not Chris Beasy. So talk about going to MSG. I'm assuming was this the first time some of these kids were going to see pro wrestling live?
Yes. So I took a few to MSG in March, right before Mania, and that was a lot of their first times. And then so now, getting to take 17 kids, it was a majority of their first times as well. So it was a wild experience.
Wow,
17 kids. I mean, what was that? What was you were driving was it a Sprinter van? Like how was y'all?
Yeah, how did you get?
I would never drive in New York City ever. Okay. We took lifts.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had two teachers graciously who don't watch the product, who are not fans of wrestling. They saw Sasha and they were like, "Whoa, Mr. Perry, like what you're doing is amazing." They're like, "We'd love to support." And so I was like, "All right, put your money where your mouth is." Like in July, I need some chaperones. Can y'all come? So they graciously came along with me, along with another parent. Y'all might know Chrissy Love. She came because I'm teaching her son this year. I'm teaching her son.
Nice.
Yeah. And so she came along as well. And so we had 4 adults. And so we all split lifts to take all the kids there and take them back to the school.
That's amazing. I mean, we talk about this all the time. Like we grew up. I can't even remember if there were any clubs in my elementary school at all.
When I was growing up, I knew I was a pro wrestling fan, and there were kids in my school, but we didn't really. If they were talking about pro wrestling, they weren't talking about it with me. But there's one guy that I know that I'm cool with now. Shouts out to DJ Iron Mike. He's a big pro wrestling fan, and I didn't realize it until we were, grown ass men with kids and whatnot. So that's the amazing part, is the fact that not only these kids are able to send their teacher screen grabs of WWE stock talking about you investing,
right?
But they're able to have a group of peers that they're able to build and have these conversations and really learn about the art of professional wrestling. But it's I couldn't imagine, they were hyped. They must have been hyped to go to Madison Square Garden to hit Raw with that, because that Roman was there. That whole card was amazing.
And then they met Becky.
And the thing was, they were hyped, but they weren't at first. And I was kind of disappointed. I was like, y'all haven't seen each other all summer. Why are you not hyped? We're at the school. And when we got in our cars, one of the little boys said, "We haven't seen each other. We're trying to just, get
back into the groove."
I was like, wow, thank you for opening my eyes. But by the time we got to Sbarro and ate pizza, they were already lit, ready to go. Ready to go.
So how do you I'm sorry, Cal.
Oh, go ahead.
You sure? So what's the assignment when they come up with these promos? Like, what do you, because I know that it's a club, right? So you don't have like a formal curriculum. How do you, like, what's the assignment when you say, do you give them like a day? Do they do it that afternoon? Or do you say, okay, tomorrow for the wrestling? Do you meet every day?
Yes. So we meet every day.
Okay.
We were meeting every day, but that was all organic. The promo was the last week of school. I did not ask them to do that. I asked one. This is how it happened. So I had asked a kid to send a video for me thanking WWE for the Sasha Banks thing. And I guess in the moment the kids were like, "Oh, this is fun. Can we cut promos?" And I was like,
okay.
Yeah, I was like, y'all know how to cut them? Like, y'all, I know we've watched some of them, but we haven't like gone in depth, because that was something I wanted to do in the fall, like go in depth and study like all that. They're like, yeah, Mr. Gray, we got it. We can create our own character names and we'll write our own scripts. And so I was like, all right, well, you have the day and tomorrow to get it ready, and then we'll start filming. And so throughout the day, I would see them like get like sheets of paper and just start writing out their promos. And they'd come to me and say, Mr. Perry, can you prove this? And I'm like, no, figure it out on your own. Like, I don't want any say. I don't want any of like my own bias, any of that in your writing. I want you to express who you are. This is you. There's no right or wrong. Right. And so a lot of kids were frustrated at first, but it challenged them. And so then when we started filming, James Kenyon, I Am the View, that kid, he's always struggled with speaking. I've taught him for 2 years, and so like he's always struggled with speaking, and to see him transform the way that he has, like, it's insane. Like, it inspires me to continue what it is that I'm doing with the kids, because I'm like, yo, you couldn't speak, like you would not speak in 5th grade. If I asked you what's the main idea of chapter 7, you would not tell me, like, and you knew the answer. But now you're standing in front of, and it wasn't like they were just doing a promo in front of me. Right. The entire class. Right. So the entire class, you have to worry about laughing because they giggled when you stumbled and you messed up. But he was so tenacious. He kept getting it. So now, the video that you saw of him at Sbarro, he did that in one take. I'm like, whoa. What? Yes. Like, I'm like, whoa. Like, you're getting this. And like, there's other videos that I didn't post, but it's on Twitter of him walking in the street, doing promos, going to his karate class, in his kitchen. Like, he's so serious, and like that alone bleeds. Yeah. And so then the other kids are like, "Oh, I gotta do this better. I gotta do this. I want this." And so that's how the promos really got started. It wasn't anything that I was like, "Hey, we're gonna do promo class." They wanted it on their own.
That resonates with me when people talk about public speaking. Like, I am more comfortable talking on a screen than I am presenting in a room, even with 5 people. So when I see like Cal do these panels, I like admire that. Like, I'm like, oh my God, is his heart coming out of his chest? Because that must be like an auditorium filled with people, and he could do that. But it's inspiring at the same time, because it's like, that's the aspiration, to be able to sit on a stage in a panel and look out into a sea of people and be able to speak. And the fact that you were able to help him do that is tremendous.
Thank you. Daryl, that's so awesome. Yeah, I don't know how to trademark, but I should definitely get that, because I feel like WWE is going to steal those names. Right. But best of luck for you this school year. It's going to be tough with this new monkeypox and all this. The COVID's still running. It's going to be a tough year.
Look at Cal's face. Cal said, whoa.
You know what's crazy about monkeypox is now, like, people are like A-okay with getting a vaccination. Like, they're asking for the vaccine right now, which is I don't know if that's
a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, you know what? I think it's driven by vanity. I think we've seen the images of people on the timeline, and I saw somebody talking. The woman was talking. Because I didn't realize that. I guess it made your mouth numb and you swell as well. So she could barely eat or anything. They don't know how you catch it, so don't go nowhere.
No, I'm wearing a mask.
Oh my God!
That's exactly what I do. That's exactly what I do. Steve, you are 100%. W Steve in the chat. Let me pin that up in there so people know.
Thank you, Steve.
Because once again,
hey, Dr. Merritt.
Thank you,
Shouts
Dr.
Merritt. Shouts out to whoever that was. People are donating during the show. That number
yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love it.
The GoFundMe right there. No, but so all right. So you guys, you get the MSG. Did they have any? Were there any favorite moments that the kids had from Raw specifically?
That show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seth. Becky, Bianca, Roman. Honestly, they pop for everything, to be honest. They pop for Asuka when she was at main event. I'll tell you a quick story about that picture when we get to it. Yeah, I'll go into detail with that. Mimi knows already.
That was part of my
reason why you.
That was part of my resolute.
That's what this story is. Reason why she's cool next.
No, we'll talk about because there were a number of shots. There were a number of shots. Yeah, it looks like again. WWE did. They did look out for the kids. It seems in terms of getting them, to be able to meet some of the superstars, right?
So we got 20 tickets to go to Raw. Mm-hmm. That is all because of Becky Lynch. Yes, sir. She is a fan of the club. She's so gracious and so kind. Such a beautiful spirit. And there's a student in the club. Her wrestling name, I can call her by her wrestling name, Haley Kilgore. She has not debuted.
Oh, I love that.
She's
not debuted. Okay. Okay.
But Haley Kilgore is the president of the club. And she is the biggest Becky Lynch fan, I think, in the world. And
bigger than Stephanie Hypes?
The thing is, she calls Stephanie her bestie now.
Oh.
Stephanie actually had to coach her. I called Stephanie and was like, she's freaking out because when I finally told her that the girl was meeting Becky, she started freaking out. So I was like, Stephanie, can you calm her down? So Stephanie talked to her and calmed her down before she went backstage. But if she's not number one, she's definitely number two. And it started back when we took them in March to Madison Square. And she went from loving Bianca to Becky, and it was like an immediate switch. And her whole life became Becky. Her final project and her other classes where they were supposed to do certain things, it was on Becky. Her wallpaper, her phone, everything is Becky. She got Becky action figures. She dyed her hair orange. And I was like, yo, that's amazing that you found someone that you identify with and you respect. And so with the thanks of Stephanie, we were able to get in touch with Becky and we told her. And so I would start sending Becky little things of Haley Kilgore, doing these things. And so Becky was like, I want to get the club to WrestleMania, not to WrestleMania, to Madison Square. She was like, I love what you're doing. How can I help? And I told her, and she made it happen. I mean, of course we talked to the certain right people and things like that, but it's all thanks to Becky. They were able to get her backstage with the other little boy, who is the reason why the club got started.
Oh, wow.
Took all the way back in November to see Bianca. And so they were able to take those two backstage, and they had the time of their life. Haley has not stopped thanking me. Every day, I think she wakes me up with a good morning text and saying, "Good morning, Mr. Purr. You're the greatest feature of life. Thank you."
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's amazing. And so I don't know if you got the video of her reacting to Becky.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was pure just her letting out everything because she couldn't do it backstage. My kids are so professional. and they know how to control themselves.
I know that's right. Look at you said y'all better act right.
Oh, listen, you saw they were sitting with Sasha. You saw they were like this. I don't play that. All right.
Don't touch nothing. Don't ask for nothing.
I love it. Know how to act when you go outside. For real.
Right.
That's all it is.
For real. And so when she saw Becky in the arena, I think that's when she was able to really just let out all her emotions. And she went, wow. Like, people around us were like looking and they were like, oh, that's so cute. And I was just like, yeah, enjoy this moment. Like, I do this for you guys. Like, I want all of my kids to have that experience where they get to meet their favorite wrestler and like just enjoy that company. And so that's the goal. Like, I told WWE, like, I want everyone to come to the club, hang out with the kids, get to know them, and just inspire them.
Let's get Carmelo there.
Wait.
Well,
So
we're working on that. We're working on that one.
Was this? Yeah, that'd be dope. Was this MVP just kind of walking by?
So I didn't go backstage. So I asked them. I was like, "What was happening?" And so they said it was a bunch of people backstage. And he just so happened to be walking by, and he just did that. They said they saw like Alexa Bliss, like who else? Different wrestlers that were already on that show. They were just backstage hanging out with the different wrestlers.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
That is dope. Damn, what a time!
Right,
Again,
Anton.
That picture makes me smile so much.
What a time to be like again. It's. I was talking about something else entirely the other day, but it's interesting to be able to be around to see stories like this happen. You know what I mean? Like it's one of the reasons why I started doing what we do every week.
Yep.
You don't have anybody else talking about the stuff. You don't have anybody else documenting it.
That's right.
We might as well document it because the hope is that the kids that are going to be the next generation and generation after them, they need some type of blueprint. They got to have some type of representation out there. But it's a whole different world out there. They done met Becky Lynch. They ain't even out of school yet.
Yeah, they've met Becky, Sasha, Carmelo. At this point is a member of the club. So he has them like. You have Big E who's shown support, Bailey, Ricochet has shown support, Samantha Irvin, the ring announcer, has shown support. Like, they've gotten to see that these people who they see on TV that appear to be like these larger than life individuals can touch them at any moment and reach out to them, and that inspires them, I think, because I just really want these kids to know, like, you are not a product of your environment. And that's so right. While it may seem like you can't experience the world, you really can. And it's like, that's my goal, is to use whatever I can to just show them that the world is within their reach. All they got to do is work hard and try.
That's right. We are at $9,100.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
We got the best chat in the whole wide world.
It's again, salutes to everybody who's contributed to that for real.
Thank you.
Shouts out to the A Show. Shouts out to the Black A Books. I know that we all partnered up for the Black Pod Connect, and we've all kind of tried because we tried to pool the resources to get. But again, shouts to everybody.
We can't do it just ourselves.
Facts, and we got
the village.
I want to see more moments like this.
Yes.
So let's try and get these kids to WrestleMania. Damn. We got to get to the show soon, but Miss Bear, before we get out, before you have to, I wanted. What was your favorite SummerSlam match?
Tied, Bianca and Becky, and Roman and Brock. And I'm shocked to say Roman and Brock because I was not excited. Come on now, I was not excited to see them wrestle again. I will acknowledge Roman. But they really surprised, I believe, everyone.
Everybody, yep.
Like,
that
match. Who does that?
No facts. Who does that? Is a very good question.
And the thing was, my children, when they were texting, you just got like letters. because they were just shook. They were like, "What? Oh no!" like it was crazy. Like,
oh, I love it.
That match was crazy. I give it 5
God.
stars just for that alone.
Just for that alone.
Yeah.
Damn, we got one more, and because you're here, Mr. Perry, this is what Vin was referring to earlier wasn't even that bad, but this is going to be a little
Spicy.
Well, no, not spicy. We were talking about, I guess the group we're calling Control earlier. Is this going to load? Please load. They were looking at the fits, and Vin had a question. I'm really setting this up a lot longer than I really know. Okay, it's loaded. Who wore it better?
Oh,
Bailey or Raekwon?
Vinny. Hey.
Who wore it better?
Bailey.
Bailey ate that look up. Like I was looking at her like, dang, Bailey.
Yes.
Is
And
it
the hair
because
color,
is it
Bailey
because
ate
they're
that look.
white pants?
I don't know. Bailey ate that look up. She looks great.
She assesses.
I think the crop top,
Yeah,
The
the
jacket,
jacket.
the short hair.
the short.
Yeah, her whole vibe is like, what does he have slides on?
No, hold up.
And is that a dog?
He has
The
like he's got
dog,
Nikes
his
on or
chain is
something.
wrong.
Oh,
That
okay,
chain
okay.
is too big.
I don't think that's a real dog. Is there a real?
Okay.
I think that's a.
No, it's on the chair.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
like a something else. It's a but yeah, I don't know if that's the right shirt. I don't know if that's the right chain.
There's too many things distracting from the bottom part. Which
There's
is
a lot.
Raekwon got thick.
I mean, look, Raekwon gave us Only Built for Cuban Links.
Let me tell you something. The quarantine is real. Okay, I'm experiencing that. I'm still trying to get rid of quarantine weight.
I get rid of it. It returns. Now,
Right.
we again, Mr. Perry, thank you for
Yeah,
coming through.
Thank
Really
you so
appreciate
much.
you coming through again, people. The GoFundMe is still active. I know it's still active because we've been raising money. Hit that if you have not, because we want to make more moments like this.
Yes.
Mr. Perry, thank you for coming through.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Perry.
I don't
Have
know
a
where
blessed evening.
you too,
too.
man. You too,
We'll
man.
talk soon.
Well, we
Bye.
will talk soon. We will talk soon.
See you.
Peace.
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun. That was fun. Hopefully the show.
Now it's time to get into the shenanigans.
Hopefully, hopefully whatever happens in this show, we got our special guest is in the building too, but we got to get to it. So
Let's bring him in.
let's
Bring
go.
him out. Bring him out.
Wait, no, we gonna start the show, then we gonna bring him out.
All right.
I did. Let me hit the button.
Work.
Let me get my fam on.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
I didn't realize the chat got so spicy over
He said, "Let the fuck in my hand."
the Bailey. Everybody thought Bailey wore it better, but there was a reason. Antoine said the chef was he said the chef was cooking and the chef was eating, which is crazy. And yeah, we definitely had to make sure that we got out of it before the night. Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast. Clearly, God is still working on us. My name is Cal, your former 4-time Black Rasslin Podcast predictions champion. I guess the haters won this round. I'll be back again in Cardiff with my title. Don't just keep it in the box. You wrap it up. You'll make sure you got fun with the title, Mimi, but at some point, anyway. Mimi, please introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? Guess who it is? Guess who it is? It's the champion chick. The champion chick. The champion chick. Guess who it is? It's the champion wrestling chick. Me. Acknowledge me.
Sit down, nigga.
Acknowledge me.
No. I'm sorry. I can't. Salute the math. Good job, Mimi. Good job. Hopefully you can hold on to the title, but I don't think you're gonna make it out of Cardiff with it. Salute the math.
This is how haters proceed.
This is my MO. It's my title. I want it back. Salute the math. Salute the fam. Salute the drip. Shouts out to anybody checking out something else every Wednesday.
Yes.
11 o'clock Wednesday morning.
Lovely.
Shed Piece of Lovely. Anything else got the way? YouTube.
BRP Minute.
That's right. The BRP Minute debuted. Check it out on the TikTok. Check it out on the Instagrams. Mimi, you saw the if you like the editorial clip that played earlier about the wrestling club. Mimi's working on that. Again, there's been a method to a lot of this madness, and the BRP Minute is officially one of them. So if you have not checked that out, please make sure you do. You can do that after you watch this episode, though. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Anybody over there, y'all. Matter of fact, you're gonna see what happens right now when you get up on that Patreon, because we got the homie Zell in the building. See, Zell. Wait, show him, because we got the same, but just tilt it to the side. Tilt it to the side. See, that's
look at that. That's the Patreon exclusive.
Zell, how you doing, brother?
I can't complain, man.
Hey, Zell.
How you doing, Mimi? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You came dressed. I know.
I do what I can when I can.
That's family right there. That's, again, hold up. That's family right there. That's
right.
That's right. That's family right. Like that's not this one. I forget the other. Matter of fact, because I got a black one, but the black one I've been drinking juice out of it upstairs lately. I don't that one doesn't touch any liquor right now. I mainly because I knew that Fam and Math weren't going to be here. I knew we needed to have somebody else on the show, especially with SummerSlam and everything going on. Fam happened to be watching the show. Where were you? Y'all was watching it on a screen? Who was projecting?
Yeah, on the projector. Yeah,
that was just somebody it was just outside.
Yeah, Fam crib.
What?
I like that y'all cool like that.
How did you guys meet?
Off of here.
This shit. We are the wrestling club. That's what it is.
I know that's right.
Should I write that down? Is that the PG title this week? We are.
That is nuts.
No, that's how it goes.
That's the thing. Like a lot of my tight friends, like Corey and April, even Issa, like that's how we met. We met on here, on Twitter, and it's like, oh, we should meet. And now, whenever April comes in town, if she's not, with her kids or whatever, because she got to get her kids, she's staying over. You know what I mean? Corey stops by every time he comes to New Jersey. So it's crazy how impactful this community is. And I say it all the time, like it's one thing about the community, but it's another thing about the Black wrestling community. Like I am so grateful that I found it during COVID. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think that was it's funny, the people. I was talking to somebody. Was it Keeks? I think it was Keeks.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loving Big Mike in the trap. Who cloned Drip? That's funny. That's a good question. Who cloned Drip, Big Mike? Let us know. Actually, wait, for real, Big Mike in the chat. How do you feel about Drip's blonde hair? It's been a couple of weeks, but what was your first reaction, Big Mike? Let us know when you get to that. But no, I think It's actually kind of funny. We didn't have a wrestling club growing up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like clearly none of us, we would watch it, but a lot of us didn't have homies like that. So we got old, and then we made a wrestling club, and now
Mhm.
Victor Perry he started. I don't know. It's funny to see that type of stuff, but
Mhm.
so SummerSlam feels like it was 8 years ago. It like
It's been a long
genuinely,
week.
Yeah.
it's been a long week, but overall, and I don't want to spend too much of the show on like going deep into the show, but overall, what were your thoughts about? Mimi, go first. What were your thoughts about SummerSlam in general?
For a few weeks, I've just kind of like been watching highlights.
Mhm.
And I have to say that SummerSlam and Raw revived me a little bit. And I think, how long we've been trying to get that BRP bid off the ground. And I feel like I came off of that, finished. I was watching it like at an event, in the car watching it. And then when I got home, I finished it. And when I finished it, I was motivated, and I think I was motivated because there were surprises. And that's how I like to watch my wrestling. I like to watch my wrestling, not expecting anything. I stayed off Twitter almost the whole time, and I just watched it for what it was. And all the things that we did not expect to happen happened, and it was like the perfect way to watch that. And I kind of feel like SummerSlam has been kind of like lackluster the past couple of years, but this SummerSlam was, I'm not going to say that it was perfect. I'm going to say that it was a show to watch. It was worth a rewatch.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Did I guess did they I didn't even think about this just now, and I don't want to dwell too much on this conversation either, because I feel it's done, but is 26 seconds done
Yes.
officially?
It's official, and it was a culmination of the wrestling club stuff, but it was also I think I finally let it go Monday night, because I felt like that promo that she gave was a truly good and from deep down inside promo, where it felt real. And that's the realest promo that I've heard Becky give in a very long time. Like, I cared about it, and I walked away feeling like there was true allyship for the women back there. I've always felt like 26 seconds did not need to happen. There should have been some kind of pushback, but then in hindsight, working there and then seeing how it feels like the morale and how the talent is being empowered to show up and be their authentic selves and just 100% be present without pressure. Because there's a difference. I think when she gave that promo, it felt real, and that match felt real. Like, all the emotions after that match, it just felt real. And yeah, I just kind of was like, yeah, I don't care about that anymore.
Wait, peeps, there was a Discord meetup at SummerSlam. That's dope. Big Mike says that he likes Drip's blonde. If it makes Drip happy, then Big Mike is happy. Which that's facts. Wow,
What a great papa.
a great papa. I read between each and every one of those lines, Big Mike. I understand what but you gotta support your kids.
I know.
Zell, how about you? What was your thoughts about SummerSlam this year?
It's a changing of the guard, man. Triple H going crazy.
It was his first pay-per-view, huh?
First one without Vince McMahon.
He stepped up though, right? Like for a first pay-per-view as the creative guy. Again, showed the image earlier, but I mean, this is an amazing statement.
Wow.
Watching the video, because you gotta like I was trying to get the right images. They didn't have the right images for the Bianca match. The Spanish fly. There was a Spanish fly image of them. It was at the wrong angle. I love this shot just because she's so damn happy. But the gallery for Bianca and Becky's match in particular was not that amazing. But you got to remember that Roman was on like the part of the ring that's in the air. That's where Roman started.
And he rolled.
He stopped, dropped, and rolled out the ring. That's great. I believe I read that Michael P.S. Hayes was the producer on that match. I wonder whose idea was it. Y'all watch The Sopranos, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember? Oh fuck! I'm not gonna say the spoiler, but y'all remember there was like a big murder that happened at Tony's hands, and him and Christopher had to clean up the situation.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the episode, after they buried whatever was left, Tony was operating the heavy machinery, and he was operating. He had the cigar in his mouth. He was operating with ease. That was Brock Lesnar. He drove that shit from one part of the arena, and he had to go down because that walkway, it was a whole curve.
Yeah.
He had he didn't hit no guardrails. He didn't hit no people, and then he knocked the ring a good couple feet, and then lifted that shit.
That's a farmer for you.
Was it Farmer Brock?
That's a farmer. Look at that.
That's crazy.
And it stayed there. Corey said it stayed there.
It was up and it was stuck.
I thought that when the tractor came out that somebody was going to get put under the little bin.
Right.
That's how they wasn't going to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Total number 52.
Wow. Not a 52.
Hold on.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It's not my fault. He said it. It's not my fault. Please don't load. Please don't. If it don't load, it's a sign that God told me I shouldn't play this game. It's just processing right now. That's a damn shame. Shouts out to my Baltimore nigga.
I'm from Baltimore, nigga.
Looking for that spear. Oh, caught the trash can.
Sorry. I'm deleting it out. I'm sorry. It was a one-time thing. What else was hard on that show? I'm not a Logan Paul fan.
Surprise.
I do not want. I do not care about him wrestling at all. I'm personally like I would just rather not be involved. But he hit a better 5-star frog splash than your man's Montez Ford.
Just saying.
It's not my fault. It's
not.
The truth is the truth. Even that night, because Montez, he got ups. He got ups, but it's something about the tech. And Triple H said it on he said it on his podcast. But that was the timeline. Was Logan Paul? He ready? He's there.
I think Logan Paul had to be ready and be there because everybody kept talking about Bad Bunny even after WrestleMania. People were still talking about Bad Bunny, and so he really had to show that he was invested and he had to outshine that. Do we think that he outshined it?
Wait, what's cap? What's cap? Is me saying that people were saying Logan Paul was good? Is that cap?
I think he's saying that. I think the frog splash comparison is what he's saying is cat.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh.
I know people love Montez's frog splash. I get it.
I'm not a fan of it, honestly.
I saw how he landed on Randy Orton now, and then there's sometimes where it look a little ugly.
It looks like he has a bounce, I think it's his. I think he's just too long.
Yes. Yeah,
he's too long to be.
Again, that's the thing. He's a tall individual, and a lot of that is legs.
Yes,
and I think that's where the spring is what it is, but. It's the landing. It's different. And hell, I watched the Logan Paul do a frog splash out the ring on the table. And it was a good looking frog splash. It's not my fault.
And Logan
was good.
Paul had to readjust in the air to land that frog splash.
He said he thought he was going to break his arm again, and it's. I hate giving this man credit. I know. I'm not a fan, but he's been boxing. They've been boxing for a minute, so it makes sense that he's able to at least keep up in a WWE match at that capacity. But and Big Mike is correct. They're both good. Neither of them are no Eddie Guerrero.
That's right.
But again, I'm also not the. I'm not the highest on Montez's Frog Splash, so we can agree to disagree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who do you think has the greatest Frog Splash? If it's not Eddie Guerrero, I'd love to know who it is. He said RVD.
Yeah.
I can see that.
If it's not Eddie, I'm saying RVD.
I can see that piece to Izzy. Work said D'Lo Brown. D'Lo, he would hit the. Man, he would hit this.
That's a solid.
The D'Lo, piece to Eve.
Eve.
Mo Skrilla said they booed Logan when he came out after. Yeah, I think that's what happened.
And what happened when he was done? Do we know what happened? Where's Peeps? Peeps would know.
When they were done?
Yeah, like when after the match, were they cheering him after that?
I think probably.
In the building.
I think they cheered him overall. I didn't read up on it to see.
Cocoa Puff was good.
Cocoa Puff, yeah. I feel like we have like 4 people. Who else? Who is it outside of D'Lo in that threesome? They said Logan Paul wrestled better than the cats on All Elite Wrestling. I was seeing that a lot. Dominic does not need the frog splash.
He doesn't either, too. Yeah, I don't like it.
Does he do the 619 or does he need a new finish?
He does the 619 too, and I think he's too long for the 619 too.
Oh man, he's a taller individual than his father. The 619 works for his father because of his height.
Yeah, right.
And it's just his agility, but it don't work. That's why that's why you don't see The Rock doing that shit. Anyway, the aside from this, I really liked this.
Oh, yes.
I really liked because actually. How far away? Because this felt like, again. Wait, first having Farmer Brock be able to do this, and then it ending here where Brock Lesnar is underneath all of that wreckage.
Mm-hmm.
Are we in a world where Brock is like this? May have been Brock's last SummerSlam.
I don't believe it.
Am I wrong in thinking? Chat, let me know. Am I wrong in thinking that this kind of felt like we were doing a lot of stuff for Brock because this may be one of the last few times we see Brock? Ma said no. I'm assuming that's what he's saying.
I believe
as long as they got that bag, he coming.
Yeah, and I feel like he's got to put Bobby Lashley over. That match has to happen. And Bobby solidified, but I just feel like he needs to beat Brock clean.
Just to say what? I'm the better, bigger man?
Maybe.
I'm the next
Brock Lesnar.
I saw Parker Bordeaux salutes the West Side Gun, salutes the Fourth Rope. That him being the first, he looked like the next Brock Lesnar, but Bobby Lashley could be that next legacy.
Yes.
You got not final boss, but I'm the man next to the man. Like you gotta beat me to go see the big homie type shit.
That's right.
But I guess money. You think if he let's say Brock retires at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going to put him in the Hall of Fame at the same time. He's going to go there eventually. He retires. I'm going to the farm. I'm done. They said, Brock, fire up the jet. We need you and Roman at SummerSlam 2023. He's just gonna be like, fuck it. I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna go out. Brock. They say Brock is Mr. SummerSlam.
He is. He gave all that ass whoopings.
Maybe last main event.
I don't know. I think he's coming back. I think he's gonna come back.
It's tough because if Brock isn't the main event, his match is still very important.
Yes.
they put Brock on first, numerous times, or at least earlier in the card, depending on what the implications of the match were. But wherever he's at, that's when people are going to be watching the show. Hell, he broke the streak. That wasn't the main event. You know what I mean? Like, he's been in. That's what I'm saying, Roy. I feel like if it kind of felt like Brock was it
Dunzo?
It was done to me. That was my initial thought when I was checking out the match. What do the people say? Brock, yeah, he is. If anybody has a claim to being Mr. SummerSlam, Brock might have been there. Yeah, Sean. I think the footage I saw of Parker Bordeaux was on Dark.
Wait, so he debuted at AEW?
Yeah,
on Dark.
Yeah.
Oh.
It might have been just the other day. I saw the clips maybe yesterday or whatever. He's a big white dude. So he's gonna draw Brock Lesnar comparisons already. But if you remember Ludwig Borga, from back in the day, let me pull up Ludwig Borga. He was giving me like updated Ludwig Borga guys, mainly because he would rock the. I found the perfect picture.
I wonder why they let him go.
Who? Parker Bordeaux?
Yeah.
I'd have to look that up. Shh. Is it worth pulling up a picture of Ludwig Borga?
In 2022, I don't know.
In 2022, I mean, the thing is, I feel like I can't make the Ludwig Borga reference and not show an image of this random. Like, this is kind of that. But the thing is, Parker Bordeaux, he's tatted up. He's super tatted up on his
almost scary tatted up.
You said what?
Almost scary, like side-eye tatted up.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely got the
what's good.
It's got the I've been chilling with the wrong crowd vibes. I mean, that's him right there.
Yeah.
Low key. I was looking low key. Low key. Nah, but that was the first thing I thought of when I saw Parker Bordeaux. Again, and I believe you already know, Dr. D. Like, why this is Black Rasslin. We know who Ludwig Borga is. I grew up because I didn't. He had the it was the gloves. It was like he looked like he was really ready to beat somebody up, and he was from somewhere in East Europe, I believe, or something. I don't know.
Was he in the Fed?
He was in WWF for maybe a couple years. Yeah, hold up. Are we gonna Ludwig Borga?
You could always count on Cal to find something.
All right, Ludwig Borga apparently was first in the UWF as the Viking, and then he went to New Japan for 3 years. He was in WWF for a year. Mm-hmm. He debuted July 24th. He was Finnish. He was a heel Finn. Yeah, he would talk shit about Americans all the time, and then and he had the Finnish flag on his clothes. He beat Marty Jannetty at SummerSlam that year, and then he was fighting Lex Luger, and then he ended Tatanka's undefeated streak. But
that's right. Work just said that. Yep.
But
Work said he was tight.
He was tight about that. By the time he injured his ankle that following January, and it looks like that might have been the end of his WWF career. But yeah, you know what it is? It's not that I'm the Google of wrestling. I just Google wrestling. There's a difference.
And he finds it.
I don't know if I could play the finish eight, baby.
Finish eight, baby.
He was definitely like he was just like a intimidating dude. Again, it was imagine you in the ring and you got to fight this dude. But I mean, maybe that's what they're doing with Parker Bordeaux. Maybe that's I don't know. The fourth rope, no. Tell him to tell us.
Wait, what's the fourth rope?
The fourth rope is I think that's essentially West Side Gun's wrestling brand.
Yeah, like puts out shirts and stuff on the fourth row. He's got a fourth row mixtape.
If you've seen, there's a couple. It was a Bret Hart. Well, he'll do like images, like painting images of pro wrestlers, and they'll have like a third eye on them. There's a Bret Hart one that he did. Math has bought a couple of them. He's worn them on the show before. But this week, West Side Gun said he was taking fourth rope to the next level. Everybody in the community was quote tweeting and retweeting and acting and whatever. But he's trying to build up his team. He's trying to align himself with people that make sense with the brand.
Right.
Everybody's trying to jump in the pot to get Mixie. I mean, shout out Griselda, shout out West Side Gun. Real recognize real. That's I mean, I don't know what other way to say it. Right. Enemy say you said he was finished. That's deep. That might go on the list of you said he was finished. Nah, but shouts out to Luke. Finish. I mean, kinda.
Finish flat. One of the most peaceful nations.
He was Finnish. He was from Finland. He low key did. Well, he was hiding. Like this is like zero though, because this was 93. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the prototype for Main Man.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts out to the chat. What in the the Benoit fourth rope one was crazy looking, but I think what West Side Gun does because he has a lot of like art in his cribs.
I saw that,
and he gets these pieces done. He's got them on canvas, and they just happen to make them into to clothes or whatever. The Ludwig theme. I don't know if I could play that theme though. I get in trouble. Is Finish may be the name of the episode. People are going. What is this Finish?
Man, shout out to Mange.
Is it Mange or Mange? I still don't know.
We keep.
I don't want to mess this man. I don't want to mess my man's name up. Mange sounds correct. Mange is that's what they say dogs have, right? Wait.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jersey kept the title. What? Ronda's going. Is Ronda going for a bit? Is Ronda still around?
Ronda is suspended. You are suspended for jacking up your fave and jacking up the referee.
Hey Jack, my fave won. She who had the title?
I know, but she tried to break her arm. She got mad. Your fave did tap.
If the ref ain't see it, what you want me to do? Speaking of a dusty finish. Dusty Finish.
That was a Dusty Finish. Tristan.
Dusty Finish may be the name of that. Actually, no, that cannot be the name of that.
Dusty Finish. That's a good one.
Yeah. Dusty Finish sounds crazy though. Dusty Finish sounds like I'm being mean, and I don't know if I can. I don't want that again. I don't want no smoke. At some point, a brand is going to say, "Hey, we rock with Black Rasslin." I don't want Dusty Finish to be the one that. What you mean y'all really repping Jersey?
Listen,
to the death.
And I went to this event this weekend, and there was somebody else celebrating a birthday, and my girlfriend was there, and so she was like, so the woman goes, "Oh my God, where are you guys from?" And so we're like, I always say that I'm from Brooklyn because that's where I was raised. I've only been in Fort Lee for 9 years. Mm-hmm. So my girlfriend who lives by you says, I'm from Jersey. And then my other girlfriend who lives in Jersey, Berkeley Heights, but is from Bed-Stuy, and says, and just like rolls up into her ear and be like, "Bitch, you ain't from You ain't from Jersey. You better tell that woman you from Brooklyn. You ain't from fucking Jersey. So what? You lived there for like 15 years. You from Brooklyn.
You better get it right. I don't know if I'm allowed to play this, but
I'm from Baltimore, nigga.
this is a sidebar. Did you see? Because she throw hands.
This one?
I'm from Baltimore, nigga.
She looked like it.
Right.
Because she went on the pod, was it last week? Whatever week I think we were playing, one of the weeks we were playing this. I didn't realize that was one that like the main woman that's dealing with Blueface. There's a video of them swinging on each other. She swung on him.
What?
And then he was rolling on. It was somewhere in LA. Some guy was just on the phone. They were rolling on the ground swinging.
Like for real? Or play fight?
Like for real. To the point where, because this ain't the first time, but to the point where there was video, because the funny thing is he had video in the room with the light on. He had a shiner. He had marks on his face. She laid in the bed.
I'm from Baltimore, nigga.
She had no marks on her. Her face was clean. She looked like she was agitated. She looked like she might have hit him.
What did he do?
He's Blueface.
Who's help? So okay, I've been completely separate. Who is Blueface?
She was beating his ass
On the sidewalk.
Blueface was hitting her. And I will say, the video is crazy. I do not recommend going to find the video at all, especially if you're not good on like people actually hitting each other. I understand.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
But
I want to see who does Blueface is.
You remember that song "Bust Down Tatiana"?
Yeah,
that was his song.
And he was getting bust down by her.
What happened was, so
she's from Baltimore, nigga.
I'm from Baltimore, nigga. Fuck are you geeking for?
So he blew up off that song, right? And he's from LA.
Chrisean Rock. Her name is
Chrisean Rock. Yes. He at one point, because he don't care. He is the guy who put out the Tatiana song is like exactly what you thought he was. He had a series on. It was like a for the Flavor of Love series on his OnlyFans, where he had women like staying in, like, there was like a room in the house where they had like bunk beds and whatnot, and they were all vying for his affection. They would be fighting and shit in there. She was one of the women in this house, and I think it seemed, without knowing them, this is Black and Blueface is crazy.
That's hilarious.
That may be the name of the episode. That can't be the name of the episode. They have
Peeps
like
right.
it's a toxic love. Like, you know, because there's video of them like being all playful and loving and about, I like to, like, she's very affectionate. I don't know if that's a Baltimore thing or not, but then they get to fighting, and
I'm from Baltimore, nigga.
Like I said, when I tell you she ain't had no marks on her face at all. And again, they were scrapping.
He was hitting her back. He was hitting her back.
He's hit her back before. Yes, the problem is I can't even think about rooting for him because of the type of individual he is. Even outside of this video,
he's skeezy.
There's not a lot of good I can say that's associated. I don't know if I want to say he's a coach.
I know. I was about to say Pete.
But, there's not a lot of good
That's not
associated
even true,
with Blueface at all. So it's tough to be like, yeah, I'm on his side.
Look at that. He had 2 girlfriends at one point.
No, Mimi. Every woman that was on he was dating all of them, and they were all vying for him. He was like, yeah, y'all got beef, scrap it out. One of y'all better win. That's his type of energy.
He was promoting the
toxicity.
Wow.
It was on his OnlyFans. Meal says sign of the 4th rope. That's crazy. She probably would be. She raps.
Oh, she does.
I believe she had a song. She said Cody and Blueface look alike. That I think Blueface is kind of. I'd have to do a side by side, but Blueface, his head is like.
It's long.
It's got a long cranium. I hope you don't watch the Black.
Cody too handsome. Cody don't look like this. Cody too handsome.
I mean, I don't want no smoke with no. I just happen to again, and it's one of those things where like.
I'm from Baltimore, nigga.
Like that was just Math sending me that clip. I didn't put two and two together. That was Shorty, and now I can't stop seeing her name whenever stuff pops up. Anyway, we got to move back to the pro.
Right. We ain't talking about no Blueface.
She said all the beige ones look alike. That's crazy.
She said beige.
That's crazy.
Oh God. Here
Box
we go.
back.
Wait, the box is in the building. Yo, they really in the building. We gotta get rid of. Hold up. Take a pause for the cause. Hold up. Let me, because I gotta get the box.
Yo, they come raw like. Oh. Whoa. Sorry.
Whoa. See, the bots entered the chat. High user on this channel. Yes, do that. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. That we should be good. Zell.
Yes, sir.
You, my brother, like it's interesting to see because for those that don't know, BodyMore Bottles. Has it been about a year?
A little over a year so far.
Since it used to be on the phone. It was the phone, and Zell would just say, "Look, crack. This what it is." And I've seen Zell at the house. He on the StreamYard talking to niggas in studios. Like it's a lot of collab. Salute to you, Zell. You've been grinding. What's the last year been like for you with BodyMore Bottles specifically? Talk about how you've been developing your brand.
Just me going places and drinking, man. That's about it.
It's
how's the liver?
It seems time.
It's strong.
He'll be at the bar, be like, yo, this like you a good networker. It seems like because you gonna make sure I'm gonna meet. We cool. Let me get your number so we can connect and figure something out. Is that what it is? You just talking to the people?
I don't rock with niggas for real, Cal. I just be out, man. You know, if you sit at the bar and you drinking, somebody next to you, y'all eventually gonna end up talking. You know, Sometimes I talk to the bartenders. Sometimes I meet the people making the beer. You know, that's all it is. And then at the end, I might tell them, you know, got a show, check me out. Follow on Instagram and start to communicate, and things go from there.
I love it.
Damn. What's your favorite drink?
That's a good question.
As anything like beer or
anything,
liquor.
So wait, one of each, alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
Okay. Yes.
Alcoholic, maybe I would probably say bourbon.
Okay.
I like bourbon a lot. I do need a water spot, so I want Liquid Death to holler at me. They got
Liquid
cans
Death.
of water. Yeah.
Big Jones like these. Yeah.
But non-alcoholic, probably Calypso lemonades. Or simply lemonades.
That's my favorite. Limeade is my favorite.
I seen somebody make a drink on Instagram. They took 2 bottles, it looked like they was in the plane. They had 2 little bottles of Ciroc lemon. It was 2 bottles of, what is it, Kinky, the blue liquor. They poured 2 of them in there, and then they poured the blue Calypso in there, shook it up, and it looked like it was going to be tasty. And that's why I rock with, because, you know, Zell got... Okay. Zell got it like Brandon. It's nothing. But Zell be posting recipes.
Oh, nice.
It ain't even hard. It's like, yo, I can go down the street and get all this and just throw it in the cup and be lit.
I make stuff with what I got in the house, man. I don't be going in specifically buying stuff for specific drinks and all different types of, you go to the liquor store and they got that wall, all the bitters and the cherries and all.
Yeah.
I don't mess with none of that, man. I go to the corner store or the gas station or the market maybe, and I get what I'm drinking. And then if it's in here, I'm going to say, all right, this flavor might work with this liquor. I might got some margarita mix that might work with this. I mix stuff together, experiment a little, and see what come out. And most of the time it's good.
Word. No, well, that's the thing. And I can't imagine niggas be missing, but for the most part, I look at them, she's like, damn, I need this. What was the shit was it a margarita?
The margarita?
The margarita.
Margarita.
I haven't tried that one yet. I gotta find that video. That shit look good. It looks simple.
It is. All the stuff simple. The most complicated thing I'm probably gonna make is if I make something in a blender, like a frozen drink or something.
Ice in the blender, that could be a recipe for disaster. Again, BodyMore Bottles, y'all. You see how look at that. We just made a whole commercial. You see how that worked? Like we put music to it. We clip this, put it. Watch. Anyway, I feel, I don't know. Am I missing anything from SummerSlam? Was there a moment? Usos and Street Profits.
That was good.
That was a good match.
That was a good ass match.
Bobby and Theory.
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. Niggas didn't think Pat McAfee was gonna win too. Tried to tell him. He did his thing. He did.
What did you guys think about Theory and Lashley? What is wrong with you?
I'm glad it was short. I'm glad it was a 5 minute, because are they saying, all right, you were a Vince project, so we're gonna,
it feels like it,
because he got his ass beat with the briefcase again on that.
He got whooped with that briefcase, and I was happy.
It was dented.
All right,
it looked flattened at the end of the show. They beat his ass. Bobby just taking him out by submission.
Loved it.
Do it again.
Right, exactly. Do you think he officially cashed in? Did he come out on Monday with the briefcase? Oh, he didn't come out Monday at all. Right?
I don't think he cashed in. I think he got beat up before he could turn in the briefcase to cash in.
He was handing the briefcase over, okay. But I don't think because there was no ringing of a bell.
Okay.
I don't think the ref signaled to anybody that was official, and then the briefcase got taken from whoever's hands, and he got beat to shit. Did he get F5? He got fucked up during that match.
Yeah, by both.
So I'm assuming he's holding on to that for. My guess is he's holding on to that for a bit, but I don't think he officially cashed in.
His uncle passed away.
Who? Oh, Theory's uncle passed away? I hadn't seen that. I had not seen that. My condolences. My condolences. Triple H still the guy that hired him.
Yeah,
Theory?
People keep saying that he's a Triple H guy.
That makes sense. He was in NXT for a minute. Bobby with that pyro. Well, that was the other thing with Bobby. That was what I was tweeting, because last year when I was becoming the biggest Bobby Lashley fan in the world, part of it was like, because now when Roman comes out, I got to be in my living room and I got to acknowledge the tribal chief. But before that, and my son could attest, Bobby, like, I got to get up in my living room, just like I was acknowledging Bobby Lashley, and he realized that it's very easy to just like dun, 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 dun. And like he's pumping his fist, he's fist bumping to keep people to dun, dun. Like he's understanding now, so it's cool to see him be that superstar. That's why when we talk about a Brock Lesnar match, when we talk about like a real feud with Roman and Bobby at some point, like there's still moments that Bobby hasn't gotten yet, and I think it's good. I don't know if people have him as the one to dethrone Roman, because I don't think you do that. He may be a little outside of that. I would love to see somebody younger, somebody on the come up doing that, but I think Roman and Bobby could have a good program
Yes.
if
I
given.
feel like that was kind of like it was choppy. They started it and they stopped it. It was a little choppy. Yeah.
I don't know. No cash in. Brock attacked him before the facts. That's what I thought. There was no announcement for it. That all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I do miss Hurt Business. Not gonna lie.
I do too.
But I'm not babyface Bobby Lashley, who doesn't have to be in the ring with his sisters or wearing them weird
I didn't like that.
Fake cop, toy cop, undercover cop as
Page boy, the page boy hat.
I never got into any of that. When it comes out, come to sort of no, that's Roman's entrance. He's at the top of the ramp waiting to hold the belt, belt. And he stopped like 3-4 times, but that music is hard. It's the voices, it's the singing that they added, the weird chord. Like that shit is hard. There's a couple of themes right now that are kind of fire. Bobby Lashley's Black God. Darren's got it though. He don't feel bland. He don't feel like just another guy with muscles. But maybe
they just got to put him in a right program. Just put him in a good program.
They need the people. Like who? But who's the right program?
I don't know.
Who's the right
Roman?
But like
then he's gonna lose to him though.
Is it a Kevin Owens?
That? Where is Kevin Owens?
And like Mimi said earlier, he got to get that win on Brock.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I do agree because that's another match that people been looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
This is last year they were talking when Bobby was champion. They was talking about and we got back
like
and
face
forth
off or something.
Yeah, but it wasn't what it could have been. It wasn't what it could have been.
And Bobby was hurt.
And Bobby was hurt. I think that's what derailed it. I think Bobby got injured, and they weren't able to go full bore. That's why we ended up getting the Roman Brock stuff because they had. I feel like it was an audible that had to get called because of Bobby's injury and everything else going on. I didn't watch a lot of Raw. I did watch the clip with this shit.
That was amazing.
Everybody was saying AJ. I mean, granted, all three of them did ill, but Ali had to do. He jumped off the top rope, did a whatever flip, land on Miz, and then like immediately went into a headstand to get in the position for the Styles Clash. Like that was an ill sequence right there.
It was ill. Faux show.
Ali's not doing anything though, is he?
Well, maybe. We don't know.
He was just messing with Ciampa and now Ciampa's on the other side. Like it's what's there for Ali to do?
Miz?
I mean, I guess. I would want him vying for a title. Maybe he needs to go to NXT.
You think?
He can talk and he can work. If he's not going to be in... If they don't... Because I think a lot of it might be just space. They may not have the space for your mans to really be a vital part of the main roster. He could be an asset to NXT. I mean, Dolph went down there. He was talking. He got a couple of good matches out there. I don't know if I would have Ali down there full time, but I feel like it could be better. Did you think it was beneficial for Finn Balor to go down there? I mean,
it was actually. You're right.
Is his calling up Control? I think that's their name. The Miz helped Ali up. Yeah, I get that, but come on, bro. Come on. He helped him up, and then he just had to lay there. He's third on the totem pole of who made that little sequence ill. He played his position, but his position was laying down on his back.
Right.
No, again, I'm not getting in the ring, and there's no disrespect to that man, but this man had to do a whole tumble off the top, land on this man, hit a headstand, and then get in the style. Styles Clash is broken people necks. He had to figure all this out in seconds after flipping off the. Come on, man. Miz was number 2. You said that because we got Baltimore in the building. That's why I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that. I do not know if I believe that. You said this episode of Raw was better than any episode in the last couple. This is Triple H's first Raw.
No, second, I think.
Second?
But that first one felt like a change.
This had the EO and Bianca match on it too.
Yeah. Which was fire.
It seemed like these matches got a lot more time on Raw this last week.
Yes. It was an even playing field.
I wonder.
And I think like the first hour and so just went commercial free.
Yeah.
And they were doing all them gauntlets. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
And the pace felt good. Like they went to the back, they came to the front, they came to the stadium, they went back. I like that kind of production. I like the backstage scenes. When they were doing that with the Authority, I felt like the show, it felt like a soap opera. It felt like you were telling a story. And they just bobbed and weaved Bianca and the Control team throughout the whole show, and it was perfect.
I think Royal was correct. That was not.
Yeah, everybody was complaining about that crowd.
They should have been making way. It's like when the women were really bad. They had what's the name, and all the officials was out there trying to break them up. This should have been a lot rowdier than what it was.
Yeah,
with their face offs and whatnot. It was a dead ass crowd. No New York intended. Bianca.
Left and right.
Did they confirm if Bianca made that outfit herself?
I don't know, but her legs.
She had the one leg out, the one leg covered.
Yes.
What Eve said? Avery said,
magnifique.
Magnifique. Chef's kiss. Shouts to Bianca. Yes, it's an interesting time, and I think when talking about Control and the changes that have been going on, the one thing I've been seeing in the dirt sheets a lot is talk of the wrestlers backstage being positive about the changes going on now. The timeline was quick with
Oh yes, we forgot.
Sasha and Naomi is they back tomorrow. Oh wait, look at this. They posted that. That obviously means they about to be back. I didn't see if anybody was upset Tuesday morning, but it made me wonder with all the releases. Again, Dakota Kai back. People didn't know if EO was even going to be around as of a couple of weeks ago. And again, chat, feel free to chime in. Are there any wrestlers that have been recently released that you think could make that return because Triple H is essentially the man in charge?
Not that I can think of, because the first one I would probably think of would probably be Cesaro, but he's over in AEW/ROH right now. So yeah,
I wonder what his thought was. Like, damn, if I had just waited. Because he probably would have been an Intercontinental Champion easily.
That's right.
Damn. What about you, Mimi? Have you thought? Is there anybody?
I was feeling like the Undisputed Era guys a little bit.
They just gotta wait. They gotta wait for their contracts, right?
They gotta wait for their contracts. I feel like Bray Wyatt might. I think so. The one thing about Triple H is he knows how to talk to people. Like, he knows how to talk people down off the ledge, and he humanizes that kind of. Okay, Anton. Heifer. Okay, Anton Heifer. I think that he does a good job of humanizing those types of conversations and being and owning, like, being real about it. So I think the people that are not, which I can't think about right now, the people that are not signed anywhere or that have been quiet for a long time, there might be no. I don't think Bo is coming back.
Alyssa says, wait, could EC3 and them, Braun Strowman and them, they gonna come back?
No, I think Braun was problematic. I think he thought he was bigger than he was.
Facts.
I think that's what was going on. But I think they're probably gonna wait a while, and they're gonna start rolling in. I'm telling you, people are gonna come back. Cody did it. Cody started the trend
of coming back in this climate.
Watch.
And that was before Vince was out.
That was
so
before.
Now that Vince is gone.
Yep. I'm telling you. Do you think after that throne crash, do you think Cody comes back and he's where he is?
No.
Given the relationship that they've had in the past.
I think I don't, and again, it's hard to tell how much Triple H was in anybody's ears, but
no, Ken.
The WWE has always been on some we'll let you go, but we want you back if you can prove your worth. And I think Cody going out there and doing that stuff, and then AEW becoming what it was, is probably the biggest boost for his resume in terms of going back to the WWE. Drew McIntyre went through the same situation.
Yep.
He had to go back to the drawing board, figured it out, and now that man is wrestling 800 days a year. He was surprised he could even walk around at this point. He wrestling so often. So I think there is truth to sticking it to WWE and then being able to win, being the best thing for you to make a come. Wasn't Kurt Angle was Mud? He producing now after having a couple years come back. I mean,
yeah.
Sometimes if you can get in and you have that type of back and forth with them, that's a good way to really.
Well, look at the Woo is back into the intro.
Oh, word!
It's back in the intro, which I heard it this weekend, Monday. But apparently it's been back a couple of weeks.
Really? Do you think they did that because it was Ric Flair's last match? Probably not. I mean, if it's in there, it's probably just
he's a Triple H guy.
I really tried to watch it. Chat, did y'all watch Ric Flair?
I watched it. That match was an abomination, but the rest of the card was pretty good.
I didn't have enough time to watch the whole card, and because that card had it was a long show, but that card had a lot of good matches on it. But I watched Ric Flair.
You said, "Oh my god, oh my god."
Why? And Tony Schiavone was on the mic talking about he got on the white robe. This ain't the same white robe. That's not even the same quality. It's too big. But like,
oh my god. Oh. Stop. Oh my god, the bots are back.
He had on his trunks. He had on his trunks.
Came back for the woo. They came back for the woo.
They really back though.
They came back for the Rick. Wait.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that Ric Flair and Mick Foley had beef.
What's their beef?
So apparently, I guess in his book he said that Mick Foley was a glorified stuntman.
Makes sense. That sounds like some shit he would say.
So I guess after the match, Undertaker was there. There were some other people there, and Mick Foley was there, as y'all can see. I don't know if y'all saw the thing, and he was like shaking hands and hugging everybody. And Mick, offered an olive branch, and he passed him by, like he didn't even shake, and it was like awkward. I didn't see the clip, but this was what one of the guys said that was at the show.
Someone was. That's who we should have got on the episode too. We could have had whoever was at the show, because to see this,
that name looked like a California raisin.
The fuck,
Jesus!
Like why?
Oh my
but really,
God.
what is it? So he had on. Again, he walked out in this right with the title. This was fucked up. So he had the big gold belt, and they had to make sure to comment, the big gold belt owned by his son-in-law Conrad Tops. Like they even couldn't let this man just had the dignity of wearing his belt for the last time. But he walks out in this, and I was like, what the hell does he have? Why has he got on?
He's tripping off of the robe. You see that?
It ain't the same robe. That's what I'm saying. They tried to play like it was. I think he got that made, and I think it was a little too big. Look how it is around his arms and his hands and whatnot. But so he's wearing purple trunks. He's got on a sleeveless shirt that says Nature Boy on the back. But then he's got like, is it Under Armour? Like I don't know if it's like a very tight. Like he had on a lot of shirt. He had a lot of clothes on. I'm not expecting. Then this is the thing. Like I'm not expecting a 74-year-old Ric Flair to look like he did back in 90 and 91 or whatever. But if you go wrestle, you said you wrestled at 74. You got to show us what wrestling at 74 looks like. Because right now, why am I wild?
Right. He's telling the truth. It says.
What did I do?
Oh my God! And I heard he was winded.
Oh my God!
He's 74. What are we expecting?
Did y'all hear what he said about his son-in-law?
No, what he said? Something bad? One?
He said he was the best. He's the best Mexican he's ever known.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
That's got to be racist.
You got to look that up.
Friday, best Mexican is crazy. That was not worded correctly at all. I gotta. Where did he say? I can't. Oh man, come on. I really wish I could. He said best. No, this thing ain't even. I got it. This is again. This one post.
I gotta get that. Let me ask him for that. I'm gonna.
That's like when Trump was like, "Look at my African American."
Look at my African American. Yeah, look at him. That's crazy. Now, shouts out to whoever wanted to make Ric Flair look great. I guess. I mean, for all intents and purposes, if you wanted to do something for Ric Flair, this is probably the best way for him to go out. I hope he stays out. Like I don't need to see this.
I just seen Ric Flair today on Instagram smoking weed.
Shut up.
Dead serious.
On his
page. On his page.
All right, we're gonna have to. Was he with somebody?
Nah, just him right there smoking the joint. I guess he got some weed coming out.
Oh yeah. He's definitely he's sniffing it. So what he said that's my last match. He really smoking a whole joint. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to play this. I'm sorry. I hope you don't get sued by nobody. Is Scott Hall? What is going on?
God. That's like the fourth one they done posted.
What? I don't know what that is. Yeah, you want a timeout, baby. I don't know. I apologize for that. I don't know. I don't know if that's trolling. I don't know what's going on with
Oh my
that.
God.
I mean, God rest the dead. I don't want to throw no craziness, but you also you can't be in the chat acting like a wild person. I mean, if you're trolling, it's not funny. If you're not trolling, Google is free, bro.
Right.
Nah, but yeah, I don't. Do we think Ric Flair's gonna come back?
No.
You sure?
I hope.
Yeah. Let's get another hit. There it is. Rick, tell us how that Ric Flair drip tastes.
Phenomenal. Ric Flair drip.
Ric Flair gonna die.
Yo.
That's his weed.
Look at Rock said he's absolutely coming back.
That's his weed. He smoked his weed.
No, he's on a not even a midlife crisis. Like, what is that? What's after midlife? what is the
afterlife crisis is hilarious.
What is that called? The
afterlife crisis is
it's
funny.
like he has a new life and he is out here. He's outside.
That's crazy. It's
oh my God. Oh
like,
my God.
He was really he was smelling it.
Let's get another hit. There it is. Rick, tell us how that Ric Flair drip tastes.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
He was selling chicken wings?
Where and how? Where?
Afterlife crisis is going to be the name.
I think that's going to be the name of the episode.
That's definitely the name. Thank you, Zell. Thank you. Appreciate it. No way I'm smoking something called Rick.
Rick Drip. Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That is a
wings. I love that.
Ric Flair gonna be like the OD from the 60s.
Yo, we got the best chat in the world.
Oh my God.
The best fucking chat in the world. The best fucking chat. Oh my God.
Afterlife crisis is crazy. No, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you can watch Rick. Don't. It's even. I will say this, even because there's like the story of the match was Jeff Jarrett is the biggest heel in his hometown. And Ric Flair's wrestling, but like the actual it's really Ric Flair is being put in positions to do moves. You feel what I'm saying? And at a certain point, it just looks like he's 74 years old and doesn't need to be wrestling anymore. I mean,
yo, Anton. Yo, why? Why are y'all like this?
The chat is podding tonight.
Why are y'all like this?
The chat is definitely podding tonight.
Vic! Oh my God, Vinny.
All right, I don't think we can talk about Ric Flair's last match anymore.
Them niggas is going to hell for letting Ric Flair get in that
every
ring,
single.
man.
They made a whole weekend out of it. Yeah. It was literally all. It was the main event of StarCast. They had the fucking the roast or whatever the night before. They had all them panels and everything going on, but it was the main event. That's crazy. I wonder if they're going to do that for other people. Like you said, you're setting a crazy precedent, right? Like, who's next?
Ric Flair again.
Next year they run it back. Ric Flair's second last match.
Oh
Ric Flair's final match again.
Peeps, they're going to hell. But she said they're going to hell on a scholarship for letting him wrestle.
That's facts. No, that's a fact.
Oh,
Rock might be right. Rock might be right.
What Rock say? What Rock say?
I told y'all Conrad tried. Conrad, I mean, that was Conrad's first promotional show, like first promotional, like it that was a big card. I wonder what the return was. He could be sick and I think that's the key. I think Ric Flair, he may not. We don't know what Ric Flair will be doing in the next 5 years. So maybe if you're going to do the match, maybe this is the time. But I thought I saw his last match. Him and Shawn Michaels had a great match.
Yes.
That was his last match.
Like why do I need? And it was a great storyline. Like if I couldn't see Ric Flair go out in WCW or NWA like he did back in the day, I think the WWE in that storyline where every other match with Ric Flair, he may have been out of there if he lost it, building up to the Shawn Michaels thing. It all made sense.
I hate this chat so much because you can't even keep a straight face, man.
I don't know. I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't have brought up Ric Flair.
How do y'all do this every week?
It's so hard. It's so hard, and I feel like tonight was like the worst. It has been the worst.
I haven't even put. Hold up, are we going? Because I don't. Is there anything else in pro wrestling I'm missing? Because I don't know what else to. There's not much.
What happened last night? Anything happened last night?
Team Taz broke up, I believe. Taz was tweeting that Team Taz is no more. He was shouting them out and whatnot. I'm trying to.
That's fucking crazy.
Yo.
Conrad Sandusky. Y'all wildin', yo. The chat is holding down Math and Fam is correct. They said we got to step it up.
Channeling.
Look at this. What is this match, yo? I was really trying to watch this earlier.
Oh my god! How did you get through it? How did you get through it?
I fell asleep and I woke back up. I was like, oh damn, it's been 10 minutes. This was me trying to watching the match.
That was mid-match.
That was mid-match.
This man is over in the corner on the floor.
Dead winded. He was winded early. I don't think I don't know if
when he walked down the ramp, he was winded.
Facts.
Oh my god.
Somebody man. Like why?
What is he holding? What is that?
That's the big gold belt.
10 pounds of gold.
The 10 pounds of gold. That's the belt.
They made that for him?
Yes. The story was because remember when he was again. I'm picking up this title that she's holding currently. This was the title he was carrying for a bit, and sometime I think around the time Ted Turner said, "I'm taking pro wrestling over in the South." Mm-hmm. They made the 10 pounds of gold. They made this belt, and they gave it to him.
Peeps, go to sleep, peeps.
And then he left. Well, they had a dispute, and he went on WWE TV.
Mm-hmm.
He went on WWE TV holding this motherfucker. They had to blur it out. They made it a joke, and then it was static because they said that when you were supposed to put a deposit on the title, and Ric Flair had you were supposed to put money down on the title, and Ric Flair I guess he hadn't paid the deposit to hold on to the title. They took that shit serious, so they went to court. They wanted that title. I think, and he's going. It's been back and forth. Like I mentioned earlier, they said that the title is currently owned by Conrad Thompson. He sold the title before.
What?
It's been out in the world. Yeah, they sell Hall of Fame rings. He definitely sold that title before. He had to get it back.
Who is this Parker? Parker needs to be blocked.
Who is Parker? What's Parker?
Parker is wild.
This is wild, Parker. You gotta go.
Wilding. That's too wild for even the chat.
You gotta go.
You in the wrong place, Parker.
You gotta go, bro. For real. That's not appreciated. Again, I apologize to the chat for any of that nonsense. I don't know why people are targeting us, but your man's is gone now. Damn, I get it. Start talking about Ric Flair and all the weirdos show up in the chat. Nah, my apologies. Yeah, Parker got packed up. But nah, I did see Taz mention that Team Taz is no more. I don't know if that means Hook is just FTW champion or did he retire that title? FTW.
It's a fake title.
But like Ricky Starks, they mentioned that Ricky Starks was the longest reigning champion.
Taz made that up. It's like the $1 million belt.
No,
Is it?
Literally.
Yeah.
What? So what had happened? Matter of fact, since we kind of winded down here,
y'all blowing my mind with this whole deposit on a title business.
Yeah.
Let me let's before we get out of here, big gold belt, just so I'm not misspeaking.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 20,000 or something like that you had to put down on the belt just so like the people wouldn't just run off with the title and take
it. Because it was literally 10 pounds of gold. Yeah, it was originally designed in '85 and commissioned by Jim Crockett Promotions for Ric Flair. It was 3 large gold plates with the distinctive nameplate where that's the champion's name on there. The original. What's up?
It's my favorite belt.
I love that title. The original championship belt design was known for being unbranded, as it only read World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion before they added any of that other stuff. Conrad Thompson owns the original belt. There have been a lot of copies, and there are other wrestlers who own them. I think that WWE owns the logo for copyright purposes, so at least that's what Wikipedia is saying. Does this mention deposit? Yeah. In July 1991, Flair and WCW parted ways while Flair was still champion. The big gold belt left with Flair due to a dispute with him and Jim Herd, in which Herd refused to return Flair's $25,000 deposit. The deposit per regulations that was required for reigning champions, and it was to be returned after they concluded their reign. So WCW was forced to strip Flair of their recognition of him being world champion, and that's when they introduced the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. It was a new design. At one point, they even had the international heavy. That was when Rick Rude and Sting were going back and forth. This would have been like 92. And then they had, but this 25 G's you had to pay to hold on to the title. That's when, is this man back? I
just reported him.
I'm reporting him too, but that's when it's real. We really gotta get the fuck out of here. These people are nuts. But yeah, they didn't.
I think Math is in the chat.
Shout out to Math.
Man, what is you doing?
Money Matt. He's from Vice City.
Vice City. I guess, like we always do around this time. Mimi. I think I already know the answer to this. But do you have a Black Rass of the week?
Bianca Belair.
Of course. Zell. You got a Black Rass?
I'm gonna go, since Math and Fam not here, I'm gonna go with AJ Francis. He just won All Caribbean Wrestling, the first All Caribbean Wrestling champion. So he got 2 belts now. So I'm going with him. Top dollar.
Damn, salute to Top Dollar. He's also the first guest on something else. You can check that out on the feed. Shouts out to Faye Jackson. She was on this week's episode. Funny episode. I didn't realize she was in Playboy magazine. My Black Rass of the week. Black Rass. Who's my Black Rass of the week? I'm gonna go with Bianca. Fuck it. I liked that Spanish Fly, and then the KOD right after. I don't know. She really went off in that match. She's without some of these other babyface champions out there, she's like the biggest babyface on this card. It's not even. Ashley's dope, but Bianca is that one right there.
That's right.
My Black Rasslin Week is Bianca. Alabama Pal said, "Did we discuss John? We discussed John Gresham last week. Is there more that came? I mean, is it Twitter? Did he reactivate Twitter? Has anything else been going on with Gresham? I've not heard anything. I believe he was at the Ric Flair's last match. He was in that 4-way match without a title at this point. But I did not watch that match, and I have not heard anything about him.
Did he win?
I don't know. Let's see. Did he win? Also, I pulled up the FTW thing, and I don't know if I'm going to read that off. Ric Flair's last match. I don't know. The thing is, Gresham ain't got the title, so I don't know if it matters if he wins or loses. He defeated Alan Angles, Kensuke Takashita, and Nick Wayne via pinfall. This was a 4 corners match to determine the number 1 contender for the Progress World Championship. That's a British Federation, Progress in all caps if you've seen them before. So I guess he's number 1 contender for that title. Yo, it's really are we that popular tonight?
I think so.
Are we that popular tonight that it's really just
they want to sit with the cool kids?
Jesus Christ. Shouts out to the bots. I don't know. Wait, Alabama Pal said Cornette tore Gresham a new one, and I kind of agree. I don't know what happened. Cornette. We're gonna get out of here soon, but let me see. He I guess he talked about him cussing out Tony Khan. I don't know if I can watch this video. If there's a Cliff Notes version, a Cleveland Notes version of what he said, I'd love to see it. But we may need to save that for next week.
Right.
The bots and the racism in this chat has been crazy on the low.
This racism is killing me on the
inside. Oh my god. On the low.
No, we got to get out of here though. Mimi, current champion. Where can the people find you on their social media?
You can find me at I am Mimi Shells, the champ. The champ.
Hurry up. Come on. I'm sorry.
On a Twitter timeline near you.
That's what's up. Brother Zell.
OG Zell. Von Zarelli, a.k.a. Von Van Dam, the whole drunken show, a.k.a. XNXX Pop of the Skeet Profits. Shout out to all my niggas. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Janai Kai. You can find me at BodyMore Bottles on everything. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram.
Bots and racists. Could contend.
That's the name of the episode. That's the name of the episode.
Bots and racists. I can't believe we got hit up like that.
I'm trying to get you, Vinny.
Salutes to Victor Perry for coming through again. Shouts out to the Wrestling Club. Salutes to Math Fam. Peace to Fat Boy Diz and his. Hope y'all enjoy. Have a great weekend. Great, take pictures. I want to see what's going down. Shouts to Drip. No love to Drip's internet. Shouts to everybody checking out something else every Wednesday, 11 o'clock. Black Rasslin YouTube. Peace to the Patreons out there. Anybody that's got that green hat. We know you out there. Patreon salutes to y'all. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Pay the $1, pay the $10, and get some great content and some great extras as well. YouTube.com/Black Rasslin is the best place to find us. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching this right now, we made you laugh once, or we helped you dodge a racist or a bot. Please, tap that like button.
That's right. That's right.
That subscribe button is red, make it gray. Please, I really appreciate y'all. Matt Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is a website. And as always, you can find the Black Rasslin Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google. Again, YouTube, Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. We'll catch y'all next Thursday. I don't know what's going to be going on next Thursday. Again, shouts to Zell. put your ones up in the air. I guess Team Mimi is what they're saying in the chat. We'll catch on next week. Where is? See, I talk all this shit at the end, but then I forget that I'm also producing, so I have to.
I'm from Baltimore, nigga.
You trick ass bitch! I'll beat your ass right now. I swear.